Manta rays are found all over the world, but the Maldives supports the largest known population of reef manta rays at almost 5,000 known individuals. And this is a species that we're going to investigate more in our next activities. But why do we have so many manta rays in the Maldives? The atolls and island chains that you learned about from the first episode are a big part of this, along with the weather patterns, or monsoons as we call them in the Maldives. As ocean currents move between islands and the atolls in the Indian Ocean, manta food, or plankton, gets trapped in certain areas of the country, driving mantas to visit these habitats to feed. When manta rays aren't feeding, they spend time at the local cleaning stations, which the Maldives has many of. We're lucky to see manta rays in Lamu Atoll year-round and just 10 minutes away from the resort at a local cleaning station. For my job, I spend a lot of time scuba diving to take photographs of the mantas and record information about their behavior throughout the year. The Maldivian Manta Ray Project, as part of the Manta Trust, has year-round researchers in 6 different atolls, but there are so many manta rays, we can't record them all ourselves. Snorkelers and divers from all over the world send us their photos of manta rays, and anyone can get involved in manta ray research. The Manta Trust has projects in more than 20 different locations around the world, and every photo of a manta ray spot is valuable towards research and conservation. While most of our research is done while scuba diving, we haven't grown gills yet and can't spend as much time as I'd like underwater. Manta rays aren't always at the cleaning stations, and if we aren't there at the same time, we might sometimes miss seeing them. To help us record photos while away from the cleaning stations, we've started using some incredible technology. Officially, these cameras are called remote underwater video cameras, but I like to call them our secret spy cameras. We have a few different types, some that record for a few hours, some for an entire day, and another that can actually record for a few weeks. We leave the cameras near the cleaning stations during a dive. They keep recording while we're away, and they catch any mantas that we might miss. Later, we go back and retrieve the cameras to download videos and see what we've captured. We identify the manta rays by their spots and record any important information recorded during the dive, which you'll get to do in the next activity. For this activity, you'll be looking at different individuals by their spot patterns, finding out their unique ID numbers, and learning the names of a few manta rays in Lamu Atoll.
Super secret spy cameras? I had no idea manta ray research could be so exciting. Let's have a go at identifying some manta rays using this RUV footage. Use the worksheet below to help you keep track of how many manta rays and also to identify those manta rays. Let's have a practice go now. I'll need 2 things. The first is the Junior Marine Biologist's Guide to the Manta Rays of Lamu Atoll. And the second is a Manta Ray ID worksheet. In the worksheet, we've taken screenshots of the mantas where you can see their identification spots to help you. But let's watch the video to start with. So we see that a manta ray has come into view. And if you pause it when you can see the identification spots, to stop the video and have a better look. We'll go over to our worksheet, and you can see that with that first photo, we've actually flipped it around so it's upright. In the spots of this manta ray, you can actually see a little smiley face, 2 eyes, a nose, and a smile. When we look through our Junior Marine Biologist Guide to the Manta Rays of Lamu Atoll, scroll down until you find a manta ray that has a similar smiley face pattern. There we go, Sheen. So now that we've identified our manta ray as Sheen, we should enter in her ID number, which is MV-MA-2913. We'll then write in her name, Sheen. And there we go, we've identified our first manta ray. Let's continue playing the video and we can identify the next ones. Here's a second manta ray coming into view. And if we pause the video at the right time, we can see the identification spots. We can't see a smiley face in this one, so we know that this manta ray isn't Sheen. So let's have a look at our Guide of Lamu Manta book. On the worksheet that we've provided, we've flipped the image around so it's a bit easier to see. And you'll see the identification spots match up with the manta ray Optimus Prime. So now we can enter the manta ray ID number, which is MV-MA-2919, and write the name Optimus Prime in it. Let's continue playing the video. So there's two manta rays now. One's very close to the camera and we'll be able to see their spots soon. The other one, not so close. There we go. If we pause it at the right time, we'll see the spots of this manta ray. Now if we go over to our worksheet where we've taken a screenshot of it, you'll notice that the smiley face is there again. So we know that this manta ray is Sheen. So let's put her identification number and name into the worksheet. Let's continue playing the video and see if we can spot that other manta. It's coming around, and if we pause at just the right moment, there we go. And let's have a look at our worksheet. And if we match those spots up with our Guide of Lamu Mantas, we can tell that this one is Optimus Prime. So we can input Optimus Prime's ID number and name. So in this video, even though we saw 4 manta rays in total, there were only 2 different manta rays, Sheen and Optimus Prime, and we saw them twice. So that's why it's important to take the identification spots and be able to match them up to which manta rays they are, because you might see the same manta ray 2 or 3 times in each video. Okay, now it's your turn. Click on the links below to get the guidebook, the worksheet, and the video. Good luck!